Welcome back everybody, Broadbent here. We are on day 51 of our survival, and there has been a new update. Now, I know I'm rather late to this one, but I've just been rather busy with other videos. So in this episode, I'm going to be covering most of the new things added into the game, and some things that haven't been added in the changelog, some interesting things down in the caves. Now, one thing that I'm going to talk about straight away, because it's pretty much right in front of me right now, is the animal speeds. They have increased the speed of animals. So like rabbits, they're much harder to catch now. I think this is a great change because everything's a bit too easy. Now you actually have to like go out and hunt for food. I think like it makes the game a little bit harder. You see this, like I'm sprinting, chasing the rabbit, and I'm probably like, matching the speed. They sped up pretty much all of the AI for the animals except birds. Birds seem to still go the same speed, which is kind of silly because it's not possible for a bird to fly that slow. See, it's just not, it doesn't make sense. A little bit of underwater flying, eh? They've also modified the... They've also modified the inventory camera, so now it's much easier to access the items higher up and towards the edges of the inventory. It's like the turtle shell, it cut off at about here. You can only highlight the bottom of it. I think this is a great change. It just gives you a much broader view of the entire inventory without making everything too small. Now, they've also changed the way we add weapons to weapon racks, wall holders. Now, this doesn't apply to skin racks made before the update, thank God, because the new one is terrible in my opinion. This makes sense, having 3 ones here. Like 3 ones that... Oh my god. 3 different segments that are added, like... This just makes sense to me. Like, you should have 1 icon for each one, and then you should be able to switch and then place. Like, you don't have to have each slot individual. So let me show you what they've done. There we have it. So now, each slot is individual and has its own hover icon. Personally, I think this is a bad move. Like, just having 3 icons, it's simple, it's nice. If the devs are watching this, like, just consider changing it back. There's no point. There's no reason to make each slot individual. Like, great, you get to choose where to put something. It just doesn't make any sense. So because I've only got some rabbit fur on me, let's just get some of these. Now you can switch between all of them and then place them wherever you want. I mean, I don't really see the purpose in this at all. This just looks better, simple, easy to use. Now if we come down to the weapon racks, you can see they've also changed this. So each item you can switch between them. So you can choose which one to place and you can place it. I think that's okay. I think that's pretty good. So now you don't have to go to your inventory. Kind of like that. Now that's also been applied to the weapon racks, which you can see up here. So they've added something which was like kind of crucial. It doesn't work as they would intended, like there's a few issues with it, but I mean, I'm glad that oh my god. Clean up on aisle 4, please. Okay, so what I'm saying is they've made it so, you know how previously when I built that big structure over there, the little post, I got stuck in it, didn't I? I was stuck in here. Well, now they've added it so it prevents you from placing the final ingredient to complete a build. Alright, so you can see I've only got 2 left to finish building this. I'm going to place 1. I'm going to walk here and you see you've got the little head icon. Now, unfortunately, at some angles, you see right here, I could build it. I'm actually going to do that just to show you. So, it's really good that they've done this. It's just they need to work on it a little bit more. You can see right there, I'm stuck in the structure. Crouching, nothing works. Oh my god. How much smoke from that one? So, while it's night, I'm going to quickly show you that they've added a gun. I really want to hold back my opinion on this because it's going to be quite negative. They've added a Flintlock Pistol. You can see here. Ammo is relatively easy to get. You can find it in caves, in weapon caches. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's interesting. So that's clearly like one of the major things they've added this update. But this isn't a first-person shooter. It's like, this is a horror, survival, gathering resources, and I don't know, getting a gun just kind of seems kind of OP and doesn't really fit the game. I personally think that they just added it because everyone was kind of asking for it. Now, they've also added something that everyone's not talking about. It's also raining. Great. So, I'm going to show you. I found it by accident when I was playing after the update, and it's in a cave. Now, they've added some sort of art against a wall. I'm going to go down there now and show you. Alright, so if you want to find this art as well, you want to come to Geese Lake with the rebreather. Right, let's head on down. Alright, so this is something else that they added. So in order to build the Flintlock Pistol, you have to go and collect all 8 parts of it. And you can find them by finding these photos in the caves which tell you where they are. Now this is the one next to my base actually. But if you don't want to go through all that and you want to find a quick way to get the Flintlock Pistol, click the annotation in the top right of the screen right now. I've made a very quick tutorial showing you how to get it in less than 1 in-game day. Alright, so you're going to come down this rope again after coming through there and then head down again. And there we are, guys. We're in this very strange location with these burnt bodies. Now, they actually look like they were killed while they were, like, praying towards a figure. This black drawing on the wall was not here in the last update. It's a very strange thing that they've added. And could it mean something towards the end game? But yeah, there's just a little bit of bonus content that people haven't really been talking about. Now, while we're down here, I'm just going to grab the modern axe, actually. I think it's around here somewhere. Oh, sorry, the old axe. So Virginia. Like, old documentation. Yeah, this was a very heavily religious group who were camping here. Now, very soon I'm going to upload a video with my theory of the story. Got some very interesting points to make that people haven't made before. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe. It's lovely coming out of a cave when it's day. It's like, oh, it's like a huge sigh of relief. It's really funny how the rebreather light's better than your torch. Now, also in this update, they have added the opening animation for the door. Now, you gotta do a special trick to be able to get to the door, but if you want to figure out how to open the door and show your friends this cool animation that they've added, click the annotation in the top right of the screen. Obviously, if you're watching this video after December the 14th, then that video is kind of obsolete because they will have added the content anyway. But, you know, as of October, it's kind of interesting. But as of October, it's just interesting to see that they're adding all this content. See how fast the lizards are. I love it, it's great. Like, it actually makes you want to use the bow and arrow. So, something else that they have added is a logo on the side of the shipping containers. So let's head up here and see what it is. This is definitely story related. They have to have added this for that. Because look, if we have the keycard out, it's the same company. So this has something to do with the door. It's got something to do with what's behind the door. Now around here, there should be... Oh my god. Down here, there's actually... Jesus. Would you stop flying around? Alright, now there's also this shipping container manifest. Now, I think it's kind of bugged at the moment, but if we pick it up right now, you can see it shows us some content. It's not really readable. I think it's kind of irrelevant. But still, they said they added it. We picked it up. Now, you can't put this in your inventory, and I'm kind of baffled as to why. But obviously, you can pick up items like the Bible and just look at it, then it just disappears. So, I don't know, maybe it's the same as the Bible, just something there. But it'd be kind of interesting to have it in your inventory if it is related. Now, something else that they've done is removed the X's off of the map. Now, those were the weapon caches. Now, they removed them because you're now supposed to go into the caves and find photos which have the locations on. That's because the weapon caches now lead to you having the Flintlock Pistol. Now, for this update, there's only one last major thing that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to head over there right now to show you. Oh, we got him! Oh, wow. Is it a one-shot kill? Now, they've also modified the rack here. This is a really bad change, in my opinion, again. Every slot is individual, just like the skin rack. The way they should make the skin rack, in my opinion, if the devs are watching this, please do it. It should go back to the way it was, where there's only one icon for placing things down. There should be only one in the center right below. Toggle between it, and then you place them down. It does not matter where they go. There's no need to do this. Now, as for retrieving, there should only be 3 icons here now. So this is an example right now. So if I want to place all these, I've got to place one, move, place one, move, place one, move, place one. So I think it's a really silly thing to do. Now also, in my opinion, with the drying rack, I really liked it the way it was in the beginning. Like, you should not be able to pick up meat that isn't ready to eat. Because that, like, right now I have no idea which one's ready. I have no idea. I would have to pick up pretty much all of them and then place them back down. It just doesn't make any sense. If you, the viewers, agree with what I've said about all this stuff, like with the way they're going about it, they just need to tweak them, just leave a like on the video and show your support. It would really mean a lot. Okay, it's morning, right? Is he like the rooster? Is he like waking up the entire village? Alright, so down here, there should be a pot of paint. Now, you can actually see this. There's been there for a while. A little pot of paint down in the Modern Axe Cave up north. Well, they've added a few around the world, I believe. I'm not sure if this was here before. But now we can interact with it. Unfortunately, it does show the tree sap icon for some reason. But, get out of here. We can equip it. Now, watch our body. So now we become red. Now, to my knowledge, there is no other variant of this paint, so you can only become red. But it's rather interesting. So what this does to the cannibals is either it has a couple of effects on them. Either it kind of like makes them scared and they kind of run off, or they can start to like bow down to you and pray. Unfortunately, water and rain does wash this off, which makes sense, you know. But I feel like it should last a bit longer. Like as soon as it starts raining, boom, you've lost it. So I feel like it should like drip away, just like paint normally would. There you go. Oh no, it hit me. I have paint on, bro. There you go. That's right. Back it up, back it up. You can like lead them to places using this. Now, if you're wondering why this happens, I have a really good theory. Now, I'm not going to say what it's to do with because I'm saving that for a future video, which I mentioned earlier. See that? So strange. I want to get one to kneel down. Look at that. That's it. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Straight in the water. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Oh my god, that's absolutely great. That's absolutely fantastic. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's where we draw the line. I can't believe I genuinely just made a cannibal kill himself. So one last note I almost forgot is they have added a hard mode. Now, I honestly would enable this on my world straight away, but I can't. You can only change it when you create a new world. So I'm going to try and figure out a way to change it on the world you've already created. So if I figure out how to change the game mode of an already created world, would you like to see a tutorial on that? Let me know in the comments below. Alright everyone, well I'm going to round this episode up here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode.